Well, everybody, welcome back to the channel. It is like 10 degrees. I'll put that in F below. Today's job is to switch over the implements of the tractor. So the BX23s is getting switched over from backhoe and front bucket to rear box blade and front snowblower. So for me to do that, I have some stuff to reorganize first, so let's get to it. One of the first things is for Aiden to move his car out because we're going to be putting the implements in this corner. So this stuff has to be moved out. And the next thing is his motorcycle. And while that's happening, I'll move the tractor out and get the wood chipper moved over. So now that we've got this out, we'll go and get snowblower and stuff from the shed in the back. So it's that time of year, we're gonna switch over the stuff. They're not calling for snow yet, but I'm kind of done with the fall project. So I'm kind of, I want to be prepared for winter. I don't expect snow for another 3 or 4 weeks, but I pretty much finished the projects that I wanted to do. So we've been storing the snowblower and the box blade in the shed. So we'll go and open those up now and take everything out. Of course, they're in the back, so we're gonna move some stuff first.
Okay, so we have a really old 8 horsepower snowblower that we've had for like probably 7 years or so. This thing has always started first shot every single winter, and we're gonna try right now. What is it, like a
Fuel in there.
Tecumseh, basically?
Yeah.
Right?
Give it a couple pumps.
Yeah. So this is to get fuel into the carb.
Lift up the lever.
I want to do the fuel
There.
first.
That's just a cutoff switch.
Oh, I thought this was. Oh,
No.
okay, gotcha. All right, here we go. So, funny story about this snowblower. Back in the day, we used to have this tiny little corridor, and I was a kid back then, and I was going through snow blowing around. I ended up hitting a brick. I don't know if I've ever told you this.
Yes.
I hit a brick, and the brick got jammed up into here, and it destroyed the whole bottom lip, basically. So I took a hammer and hammered this all back in, tried to make it like non-discreet.
But you
And
can see the damage. This is all bent.
Yeah, it ate like a full-size brick, like completely. It stopped it dead in its tracks. Boom.
We actually welded on a whole bottom plate because here's the damage. It's all chewed up, but we just welded a big plate on the bottom to cover up that. We didn't even bother fixing the inside.
Yeah. And like both corners are completely bent in line. Like the whole bottom is almost gone. These have been bent like countless times. Good times. This thing's been through a lot, but it's like it starts first pull, like it runs great. It's awesome.
And we use this mainly to blow out the dog run. So it sits up in the garage and we only use it once or twice. The rest is the Kubota. So let's go ahead and finish taking out the equipment there.
Add that one to the list.
Add that one to the list.
Montage 2022 coming at you. Leave a like for every camera drop. That's Ross on the land. Alright, so what happened? What did we discover?
So we're just going to be safe, and because there's lots of weight out on the very tip of the forks. So I'm just going to add some straps to stop it from falling off.
I'm not going to use any of this. Because I said so. And because I can't get a good shot. This is how my dad films. Oh. Cut! That is much more stable with the strap.
So let's go ahead and start switching them over now. Backhoe, now we'll just drill it into place. So now that that's there, I'll spend some time and clean it up. I like to grease the rods because they stay exposed. And I also put a strap across the two downrigger feet to stop them from leaking down and hitting the walls and whatever I put here.
Okay, so now we're gonna go and take the wood chipper and store that in the shed.
That's good right there? Yeah. So what I want to do is I'm going to start it, and I'm going to curl these in.
Okay. Alright, you gotta watch your tire though. You done?
Alright, so there's how you take the implements off of your BX23s, and now we'll go ahead and put the snowblower and the box blade on.
Go.
So that's done. What I'm going to do now is just route the hydraulic lines through the holders and connect the electrical for the chute deflection, and we'll call it a night. So then the last thing we have to do is remove the under armor that protects my HST fan so it doesn't get destroyed, and that's a big job to replace it. So we'll take the under armor off and we'll put the drive shaft on for the front snowblower. And that's just these pins. Can you grab the other one, Eden? And that goes right there. So then the way this works is the spline goes on the front. It's all been greased up because I greased it up in the spring. So that goes on there, and that's just a spline shaft that can slip and slide as it needs to. And the back side is the clip, and that goes up on here until it clicks, and you're done. So now we'll just do the box blade on the 3-point hitch. So the box blade is on. I didn't film it. It's a pain in the ass to do the... It's a pain to put on the 3-point hitch and stuff. And then the box blade is just 3 pins, so that's kind of stable. So there we go. All set up for winter. Thanks very much for watching. What did you do on your land today? Today, we set up... Am I even in the light? Today we set up the snowblower and the box blade on the Kubota BX23s. Thanks very much for watching. See you in the next one. Push! Push! Has a motor, you know, you can turn it on.